slimy, gooey, green, and I don't even know what to do with this. No, these are not beans. These are okras. Hi, my name is Srikant saying welcome to our channel Happy Bellyfish, and today I'm going to help you understand these wonderful amazing vegetables and learn how to cook them. Some people call it okra, some call it okro because it sounds like probably more delicious. And in most English speaking world, it's called as lady's finger. In India, we call it bhindi. I'm not sure which lady will have a finger like this. Now, when people buy lady's finger, they have to make sure that it's crisp, it's smooth, there's not too much hair on it, its seams are like not too hard, and it's not like, you know, they press it at different sides to make sure that it's not hollow inside. There are no hollow promises. It almost sounds like I'm describing someone's legs here, but it's just okra. Use just one of their finger like thumb and see how easily it snaps. The way you buy it is very important because if these ladies' fingers are old, then they will not cook very nicely. So what do we need to make this okra? Half a kilo of okra, then some spices of course, turmeric, some chili powder to keep things a little interesting, whole cumin seeds, so aromatic, so woody. We'll also use some garam masala, and this is how you make people eat vegetables. You just make it flavorful. Some salt to pep up things a little bit, and some optional spices. Sumac. So a lot of dishes or recipes, they will say that you can use tomato. You can use tomato if you don't have sumac. You can use mango powder, but the whole idea is to make it a little sour, and what better than sumac to do that? Very little sumac and it will give you the results. And fenugreek leaves. These are dry fenugreek leaves. You will also need a medium-sized onion, some cloves of garlic, and some oil, not engine oil, cooking oil. Now, if you want to garnish it at the end, you can have some cilantro leaves, you can even add some parsley. And the last and the most important thing, a nice dry kitchen cloth, because without it, you will make this gooey vegetable more gooey. So first, you get these vegetables, you soak them in water for a good amount of time, and then you don't cut them as it is. If you're going to do that, you will have a lot of slime. As you keep cutting it, you will have a lot of slime which is going to stick onto this knife. You can see a little bit of a gum kind of a thing on the knife, and nobody likes it. When it is dry and then you're going to cut it, it's not going to give you this slimy thing coming out of it. Now comes my favorite part, cutting them. You of course have to remove these heads off. I told you this vegetable makes you feel like you're a cannibal. And now it depends on how much time you have. So you might cut it into large chunks like this. If you don't have too much time, you can cut it into smaller bits this way. And if you are even more in a hurry, so there are different cuts that are there, and believe me, with vegetables, the way you cut it will change the texture of the vegetable. So when you're done cutting the vegetables, which is your onion, garlic, and lady's finger, make sure that you get a pot or a pan for yourself. Something that has a wide surface, something like this. And try to use a stainless steel pan and not a cast iron one, because it will darken the okras. Now you may be in a lot of hurry, but always try to cook on a medium heat so that you don't burn your ingredients. So let's start with adding some oil, about a tablespoon of it, a little more maybe, and let the oil warm up a little bit. And then when you start getting the aroma of a good oil that you use, then you can add about a teaspoon of cumin. You'll hear some crackling, some aroma will come out, and in about a minute or less maybe, you will be ready to put in the onions and the garlic. And then you cook until your onions become translucent. Now our onion, garlic, they have cooked enough, and we'll add now the okras that we have cut. And all you have to do now is allow it to cook without covering the pot. If you're going to cover it, it will become very silent, but it will increase the water content in the pot and it will make the dish very gooey. So cook it without the lid. Also remember, don't go on a rampage like stirring it too often like a stir-fried rice. You just have to do it gently and not too often. That's why you need to cook it on a medium heat and let this vegetable sweat it out. If you stir it too much, it will become gooey. Now you might wonder if you can do it with frozen okras. Honestly, I've never tried frozen okras, but you might try it at home and see if it works. If it's too gooey, then probably it's meant for soups or something else or in a stew, but not in a stir-fry recipe like this. The place where people go wrong with this particular recipe, this very simple recipe, is that they overcook it because they don't like this soft texture of this vegetable, so they over fry it. So instead of doing that, they could just cut it into smaller pieces and then don't overcook it, don't overkill everything that's there in the vegetable. Okra is used in different parts of the world and cooked in different parts of the world differently. Some people use it in stews, lentil soups. In some Turkish recipes, they soak it in vinegar for a very long time. And it's all about like flavoring this vegetable so that you can actually eat it. So spices become a very essential part of it. And now if you want to learn more about spices, there's a link to a free spice guide in the description of this video below. So make sure you check that out. So in about 20 minutes, you will start noticing that all this gooiness, this spidery web kind of a thing won't be there. So give it a stir once and now it's time for you to add the spices and the salt. We'll start with salt. It's about a teaspoon of it, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of garam masala. Sumak, about a teaspoon of it. Now, this is a very Indian dish except with the exception of sumak. Sumak is not an Indian spice, but if you don't have sumak, you can add some lemon juice at the end, you can add some tomatoes, mango powder. So we'll mix it nicely and now you can actually safely cover it with the lid so that it softens even more and cooks evenly. Now there is no chance of it getting this gooey or this slimy texture. So you can cover it with the lid, cook it for another 5 minutes. So the 5 minutes are over now. So we'll just remove the lid, mix it, and you can see that there is no slime here, no gooiness. And your lady's finger is cooked. But there's one last spice, fenugreek leaf, about a tablespoon of it. Just put it on the top nicely. And you will immediately get this, very nice woody aroma. Now, this dish needs a lot of patience. You don't want to add too much oil to it because somehow if you are going to add a lot of oil to cook it fast, it will be a very oily dish and you will not enjoy it. So we have done it with just about a tablespoon of oil. And it comes with a lot of patience. You have to cook it on medium flame and not rush through the process. So that was an easy recipe, wasn't it? Like snapping these vegetable fingers to cooking into a nice delicious meal. You can have it with almost anything, any grain, any bread, but whenever you're having it and cooking, make sure to remember to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you soon in the next video.